welcome to Aaron Plays. In this episode, we will be continuing the scenario 17 from World at War 85, Storming the Gap. We have pretty much reached a conclusion that the Warsaw Pact are going to win. Warsaw Pact being controlled by the solo assistant. We're on to turn 8 of a 12 turns. The Warsaw Pact have taken this objective, are on the verge of taking this objective. Literally, this unit just needs to walk into that hex there. That will give them a minor victory. And if they manage to take this location, they'll get a decisive victory. Now, if I was playing this personally on a one-to-one with against an opponent, I'd probably have conceded at this point. However, I'm playing it as a learning curve, learning exercise for the solo assistant, see how if they can push for a decisive victory. Many times when I play games, sometimes I find either I myself or my opponents concede too early. You don't get the satisfaction of a conclusion. So I am going to play this to the conclusion. And yeah, to see how it goes and such forth. Then I will do a discussion afterwards, say what I think about the solo assistant and what my opinions are so far. So without any further waffling on from me, let's carry on into the turn. Okay, so we've got battlefield friction to start with. Get me charts and tables. Right. Let's look at the battlefield events first. 2d6. It's a 7, so it is onto the friction table. Okay, and that's a 10. Working as intended. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. It's NATO. No, it's Warsaw Pact. So working as intended. One side, if it moves, it can be stopped. Your opponent chooses one of your units and rolls a d6. On a 1 to 3, there's no effect. On a 4 to 6, reduce the chosen unit. Okay, so he gets to choose one of my units. 1 to 3, there's no effect. On a 4 to 6, reduce the chosen unit. Okay. Well, there's going to be no guidance for this. Now, my armor over here is at full effect. Would they go for that, or would they do something here? This is where their biggest fight is. So, well, I'll tell you what. 1, 2, it's on that formation. 3, 4, 5, 6. See which formation they go for. Okay, so it's on the blue formation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 3 units. Okay, it's on this one. So it says, all right, now on a 1 to 3, there's no effect. On a 4 to 6, reduce the chosen unit. 1 to 3, no effect. Okay. All right. Next card. Right, the Soviets. Okay. So refresh, so no need to refresh at this present moment. Table, sort of assistant table. There we go. Command status. The HQ's here. They look like they're all in command. No need to reload missiles. Disruption removal. So this guy on a 7. No. Okay. I've got the Soviets have no off-board artillery. Okay, drawing a card for them. Card 57. Okay. Disrupted unit. Oh, it can't do any of the instructions on this card, so it does nothing. Right. So moving on to these guys. They've got no one in line of sight, 2 cultivated blocks line of sight. Obviously the town blocks line of sight. So moving into secondary commands, AEO closest to ops completed PU unit. Go towards, well, I have PU unit is player unit. I've got no ops completed. Largest group of good order AEOs closest to victory objective or ops completed, move towards. So these guys are going to be moving towards. Okay. So remembering the stacker limit is only 2. He'll move into there. As it's only 1, he might as well fire. Move and fire. So he has 3 at 5. Well, actually, do I want to do anything to him first, actually? Which I could. I still have a dragon. I might allocate it to him, and let's fire at this T80 as he draws up. So that'll be 4. 3 dice at 4, and it's point blank. 3 dice at 3. 3 dice at 3. That's 2 hits. Okay, the armor's got 4 at 5, but then because it's reactive armor, that's 4 at 4, and he gets 1 for the city and 1 for anti-tank guided weapon firing at the city, so 6 at 4. Oh yeah, he's one truly safe. So he's now ops completed. Right, so the tank fires in. Right, 3 at 5 is moved, so it becomes 2 at 5, point blank, 2 at 4. Perfect. So he's ops completed. These all can move towards, and they can all, I assume, shoot. So 1, 2, same target. He might as well volley fire. Okay, so it'll be 3 at 5 because they moved 2 at 5. Point blank, 2 at 4. Volley fire. 3 at 4. That's 2 hits. Okay, so the infantry get 2 for the saving throw. The city, 1 for the wreck, so that's 3. 3 at 5 to save. They managed to save. Ops completed. Okay. Fire a move. Same target, or now you can actually see that as a vehicle. Let's shoot at that. So 2 at 4. 2 at 5. No, what we're talking about. 2 at 3. Goes down when you, yeah. 1 off of the movement of the dice, so it drops to 2 dice, but 3 for point blank range. 2 at 3. 2 hits. He's got 1 at 6 to save. No. So he is. So he's reduced. Oh, he's a 1-step unit. So wreck and gone. And he's ops complete. 1, 2. It's 1 cultivator, so you can see there. Okay. All right, well, let's do 2 separate shots at that. So 3 at 4. His move makes it 2 dice at 3 for the range. 2 dice at 3. That's 2 hits. He's got, I can treat him as concealed. There's no recon here. So he's got 3 at 6 to save. None. That's 2 hits on him. And the other one, that's another 2 hits. We save that, so he's reduced and disrupted. And those are completed. Okay. And the HQ 1, 2, fire on this armored unit. Okay, again using volley fire. That'll be 2 dice at 3. Volley fire is 3 dice at 3. The HQ is 5 dice at 3. That's 3 hits. The armor's got 3 at 5. The city makes 4 at 5. Saved 2 of them. It was 3 hits, so he's now reduced. Ops completed. Okay. On the chart. Designated formation. Well, the Germans have 2. You can use it. So let's do 1, 2. It's on the Warsaw Pact. On the armor. 1, 2, 3. It's on the armor. 4, 5, 6. It's on the infantry. It's on the infantry formation. Okay. Their HQ is on the board. Right. So command status within 5 hexes. The only one there is the recon. I actually think they have double the orgs. See, this is a slight issue I have, is the similarity between this system and the Nations at War system, but then it's a subtle little differences. Is he in command range? Is it double? I think that's a Nations at War. I'll probably need to check that. So, recon units are always in command in this system. Okay, Nations at War, they have doubly extended range. So, always in command. So, I don't need to roll for him. All these guys are within range of the HQ, which is 5. This one here is out of command. So he will have to do a command check. So he's out of command. And these 2 here, yeah, they're out of command too. Okay. Right. Then we have missile reload. Do any of these have any missile reload options? No, they're fine. Yep, okay. Disruption removal. Disruption over here. That's 7, but because they're out of command, that means they need to roll 6 and below. Top unit. No, and the other one. No, they stay disrupted. Offboard artillery, they still have smoke available. I can't see any reason why they would need to deploy smoke, so I'm not even going to check for that. There's no opposition over here. Okay, drawing their action card. Card number 41. Okay. There is no enemy in line of sight. Okay, looking at this one, most of the options are fire, without aiming to fire at. So it then says execute victory conditions. So they move towards their victory condition hex. So they are going to secure this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. So the recon definitely can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's move these out of here. This is now under their control. Flip. by 2 recon units. Ops completed. Okay. So they've got infantry here that are securing this objective. So what will the rest of them do now that objective is taken? I've still got a force here. Would they go and ensure there seems to be everything towards the victory objective. So let's go and send them to secure 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ops completed. The recon unit hasn't moved there. Okay. The mortar will be deployed. Case is required. I think, job done. Would they now start moving over to help over here? These guys will move to cover and moving towards rich locations. So those guys aren't going to move. Mortar's ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, they do say move towards victory locations. So this bridge is knocked out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ops completed. Let's then start a movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ops completed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because of a tank there. Infantry is fine. These are ops completed as well. That's them effectively done. Now, are they at 50% strength? By the looks of it, yes. Yeah, I'll have to probably work that exactly, but I think they'll probably drop into 6 morale. Okay. That's them done. Okay, my infantry over here. Refresh. No missiles to reload. So disruption removal. So we'll try to remove the disruption on that unit. 7. Ooh. Actually, have I got my HQ on the board? I haven't. Command status first off then. I'm going to put him there. So he failed, and this unit here, he succeeded to remove disruption. Okay. Right, so it looks like the only way the Soviets can get across here is via that bridge. So I'm going to keep hitting the East Germans here, because for the Soviets, they would have to come all the way back here to get across that river. That's direct sort of thing they could do by fire, but they've got to take both these hexes. So I'm going to hit the East Germans. So using the Dagon, 1, 2, 3 here. He's got a range of 4, so it's 3 dice at 4. That's 2 hits. Okay, he's got 3 at 5, 3 at 4 for the reactive armor. Saves them. My infantry itself, 2 at 5 at the undisrupted unit. Wait, 2 at 5, point blank. No, they've only got a range of 1, so 2 at 5. No effect. Oops, completed. Okay, I'm going to pull these back. They're going to go 2. Too many wrecks to see through. 3. The Bradley is staying exactly where it is. This guy, I'm going to fall him back. 1, 2, 3. Completed. Okay, that's my infantry done. Soviet helicopters. All right, so this guy is missile no on the main gun there. So let's draw a card for them. Card 20. Got no one in line of sight. Move towards closest unit that's just acted. They're moving towards. Okay, so can't be in hover mode. Let's flip those to flying. Which means they've got, okay, the anti-air asset's now been knocked out over here. So they move more than 12, they can't shoot. They are at level 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. I can change into hover. I mean, is there anything they can really fire at infantry-wise? 1, 2, 3. I suppose so. 3 at 5 on him. To move 12. So that means they don't lose any firepower. Okay. So firing on the infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 3 dice at 5. Don't lose any. 3 dice at 5. Ooh, on my infantry. Oh dear. 2 at 5 saving the terrain. Gone. Oh dear. This is definitely the end. Now the HQ weren't stacked with them, but I think they can still, if it's a unit's eliminated in their hex. Yeah, I think they've gone again. 4, 5, or 6. So they're suppressed. This guy, this can be hit by HE because it's a light armored vehicle. Yeah. It's 5x range. So it's long range. It's 3 dice at 6. 1 hit. He's got 2 at 6 to save. No, he's disrupted. Okay. Job's completed. My pattern tanks. This formation here. Okay, so rolling command. Try and roll to various disruption. Disruption removed. I'm going to still concentrate on the T-72s. Okay. So, fire move 1, 2. That actually now puts him in line of sight of here, because you can only see through 2 Rex blocks line of sight. Okay, so 3 at 4. No, 3 at 3. 3 at 3. 3 hits. 3 at 5. 4 at 5 to save. Save 1. So he's reduced and disrupted. Okay, so that didn't help. No, still got 1 more that can react over here. All right, well, then start firing at the T-80s. Okay, so that's 3 at 5, 3 at 4. 1 hit. On that top unit, he's got 4 at 5 to save. Yeah, he saves that. Ops complete. And fire and move from here. 1, 2. Firing at the same T-80. Actually, firing down here. Yeah, range of 3. 4 at 5. 4 at 4. 6 at 4. 3 hits on that top T-80. And he's got 4 at 5 to save. 1 save, so he's reduced. Undisrupted. HQ. He's reduced on a 4. Let's double check. Yep, he's reduced. Okay, so their morale is now 6. Okay, and he's now ops completed. Next card. Soviet designated formation. It can only be done on these guys. Okay. Command status. Okay. I think this is where I'm going to have to use a judgment call. I would move their HQ to over here, because they need to assault across this bridge. So ideally, they want to get rid of this unit's issue, disruption, and it is now disruption removal. So this hex, morale's now 6 though. Roll a 7, -1 for the HQ, that recovers that disruption. This disruption, 6. Okay. Right, drawing a card. Well then. Right, it says assault. Sorry, this is card 48. Assault if player unit disrupted. He's not disrupted, but they have got enough units here to try and disrupt him. Otherwise, fire. So they're wanting to assault across. These will soften them up, following what's written on this card here. Okay, so volley fire, probably the most. Or would it? Let's fire from here first. The non-disrupted unit, that'll be 3 at 4. That's 3 at 4 because of point blank. 3 at 4. That's 2 hits on here. They've got 3 at 5 to save. 2 for the buildings, 1 for the wreck. 3 at 5 to save. 2 hits, 1 save. They are now disrupted. Okay. He's now ops completed. Right. Which now means these guys trundle across that bridge. Okay, so assault across a bridge. I'm just going to have to check the rules on that because they're quite intricate rules. In actual fact, no, they are not. It's cross bridge or cross river assault against an undisrupted enemy unit across the bridge or river hex side. So as these are disrupted, looks like it's a straight assault. Okay, so they're coming in with 2, 4, 5 at 4. 1 hit. Okay, and I'm rolling 2 dice at 6 because I'm disrupted. No hits. Okay, so my infantry are reduced, and because they took more losses, they have to fall back. So they will fall back to here. And now they are ops completed, but now they control okay. Where's the object? There we go. Move it out of the way. All right, so objective A now falls to the Soviets. Some of these counters are sticky. All right. Okay, so all 3 objectives have fallen. So that's now they're stuck in limit, so they might as well fire. Okay. 3 dice at 4, 3 dice at 3 on this guy. One hit. 3 at 5 to save. Yeah, he saved. Second unit in there. That's 2 hits. 1 saved. Actually, should have an additional unit because he's got the wreck. No, so he's gone. I think I played it as far as needs to be played. There's no way I'm going to get that back. Once they've got the assault across there, taking that objective, I am so out of units. 2 pattern tanks, 1 infantry is reduced. Yeah. So the NATO forces throw in the towel and try to extract themselves from that situation. This location successfully taken. I might be able to get something, you know, if I'm lucky, the random event might give me a unit back. Sometimes it does that, but it's far too little too late. My helicopter's probably going to be out of ammo. So yeah, I could still do some losses on the Soviets, but they've got enough force here to make sure that I do not get anywhere near them. The losses on both sides were heavy. To the extreme. So my thoughts on the scenario. It's good. It's very good. This is by far the more fun scenario out of the 3 I've played so far. The more formations. Yes, it's more to keep track of, without a doubt. But the system works with the multiple formations. Who's going to activate when, where, and what for? Especially from a solo point of view, you just do not know when force is going to activate you. And I'm playing. Okay, yes, using the solo assistant helps. I'll go a bit more detail in a moment, but even just playing without the solo assistant, the system is very solo friendly because of it. Or when those cards turn up, you just got to do the best you can with whatever the card is. That's what I've tried with each of these formations. The solo assistant, as I say, is an assistant. It's not a be-all, a-all AI. The amount of times I've had to use judgment calls, random dice, or whatever to see what the Warsaw Pact were going to do in this scenario was huge. However, the solo assistant has given a guidance for where they want to go. It has allowed me to focus more on my own units, as in the NATO forces, and has allowed me to postulate what the actual Warsaw Pact plan is. These 2 formations going for here. I think the Soviets by themselves might have struggled here. Again, with the 2 formations I put down there. Then again, my initial deployment with my NATO forces, my infantry deployment around this area was seriously flawed. I needed to defend here rather than here. But this scenario had everything. It had off-board artillery, it had helicopters, good armor on both sides. What was really interesting was that with the designated formation card in there for each of the Warsaw Pact forces, so the Soviets have a good chance of operating twice, and at least one of the East German formations activating possibly twice in a turn. That definitely gave them a punch, especially with their strength. My house rules giving them the morale, I think worked. So once the HQ was reduced, or they'd taken 50% losses, cut it back to whatever morale's written on the card, it seemed tangible. I had no problem with that. Did that unbalance the scenario? No. I think this is a tough call for NATO anyway. There are a lot of Warsaw Pact forces on the board. I don't think it's unwinnable by NATO by any extreme. I say I seriously cocked up on the flank there. So my playing of the Warsaw Pact, using the solo assistants as guidance, using them with the cards when they're drawn, playing the Warsaw Pact as best as possible with the guidance from the solo assistant. Yes, their attack was solid. But, you know, the losses they've taken are heavy. So my knowledge of helicopters, again, is still a little bit hazy. I seem to keep them still, maybe too much, I don't know. That I might need to actually play somebody who's, you know, a skilled helicopter user, from which I can actually learn a few lessons. But it seems to work with what I tried with the Soviets, you know, come around outflank, you know, from the opposite direction to where their actual ground forces, you know, hammer and anvil, seem to work. So yes, I will be doing another scenario. It'll be the scenario 18, which would conclude this little story. We started in scenario 15, 17, and then 18. 16 was off somewhere else on the front. I highly recommend using the solo assistants when you're playing solo. It's not the be all and end all, but it does give that little guidance on what to do, even if it's not, you know, actually explicitly said what sequence you want to do them, you know, because here when I did the bridge assault there, it doesn't tell me which shouldn't activate first, you know, out of all their command. I've been generally trying to do the units that are closest to one of mine to activate first, but in here the sequence seemed, well, okay, they want to assault across the bridge. To get them to assault across the bridge, my guys had to be disrupted, so fire at something at them, which was also on the card as a command, to disrupt my infantry, and then assault across. And that worked. You know, it worked perfectly. So if you haven't got the solo assistant, I know it's a bit pricey, but I think it would make a good acquisition if you're going to play this game solo. If you've got a steady opponent, then you probably don't need it. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. There will be another scenario coming up relatively soon. Like and subscribe. Tick the bell if you want to, if you've already done that, so you can actually hear whenever I upload any more videos. And yes, any comments, anything that can help me, if I've missed something, done something wrong, done something foolish, apart from where I've obviously gone, that's foolish, the defense, again, of the NATO infantry on the other flank. But, you know, if you're a helicopter expert, anything, any notes, any comments, much appreciated. Until next time, thank you for watching.